In today's movement sequence, we are going to do a bit of a Pilates flow while also activating, of course, the core, the center of the body, as well as bringing a focus to the upper body and stabilizing of the lower body. So we will begin, we'll start on the floor, legs bent and just laying down. And here we're just going to place our hands onto our lower abdominals, and first just breathing in and out, feeling how the abdominals fill in with air, expand, and then exhaling and the abdominals shrinking in size. Just doing a few breaths. Breathing naturally activates the core. So just bringing that first recognition to our central part of our body. And then from here, we're going to start activating our core, going from our pelvic floor up through the center of the core and activating the transverse abdominis. So from here, as we inhale, we expand. And as we exhale, we think from the bottom, zipping up. And everything goes in together. And again, exhaling, everything opening. Inhaling, everything opening. And exhaling. And again, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. From here we can bring the arms to the side and taking that idea that we're always pulling up from the pelvic floor and activating our transverse abdominis is where our movement is mostly coming from. So from here, we just lift our right leg, thinking of that activation and lowering. Thinking of that movement coming more from the center of the body, from that activation, than from the hip flexors, lifting the leg and bringing it back down. And again, we lift up. And down, and up, and down, up, and down. Here, making sure it's really from the center. Last two, down, up, and down. And then we bring the legs up to a tabletop. Here, I like to keep my feet more flexed, but you can, of course, keep your feet long. Because I like to do heel touches, I keep the feet flexed first. And here, same, really focusing on the center of the body, holding on to that movement, keeping the back flat on the floor, and lowering, and lifting, and lowering, and lifting, and lowering. Some heel taps, two more. And last one. Then keeping the legs here, we just extend one leg and bring it back together. Really trying to keep those hip flexors as relaxed as possible. Focusing on that pulling up from the pelvic floor, that zipping, making sure that the abdominals are never extending out, but going in. Two more times. And from here, I now elongate the feet. And then just here, reaching the arms back and down. Trying to keep those ribs nice and closed here, but they're not splaying out, but always nice and closed. And down. take it 2 more times here. And last one, reaching back, keeping those ribs closed, and down. From here, we bring the arms back and just start lifting, fingers come up and lifting forward. And then going back down. Do that 4 times, so 3 more times. Finding that beginning for our 100. A nice curve in the back, or Z curve. And our last time, and reaching up. Bring the hands behind the head just to support the neck a bit. We extend our right leg, and then we just bring it down and up. 4 times, down and up. 2 more times. Up and down and up, bending the leg, switching to the other side, and 4 times down. Trying to keep that hip flexor as light as possible, as soft as possible. It should be the 4th one, and down and up. Bending flat, taking a short break in. From here, coming back to our tabletop, arms reaching forward, extending the legs, and we go into our 100. And last one. And bring it in. So hopefully you're feeling a nice activation here. From here, bringing our head up again, extending our right leg. And we just do a little 1 leg stretch, reaching and reaching and reaching. Reaching that leg out. Two more here. And from here, bringing the arms behind the head again. And now giving a little twist. And twist. And twist. Two more. And from here, we twist to the side and we go one side, switch. One side, switch. Elbow, elbow, switch, elbow, elbow, and switch, elbow, elbow, and switch, elbow, elbow, and switch. Two more. Outside, inside, and inside, outside, inside, and close. From here, just bring the legs back down, arms to the side, and we just drop our legs to the side, looking to the opposite direction. And back to the middle, always going through flat feet. Just finding a little rotation in the spine. Dropping again. And center. And last time. Dropping. And center. From here, we roll up. Grabbing the legs, allowing the body to roll up. And reaching from here, extending the legs, bringing the arms up We roll back down for our roll up. Arms come over the head, reaching the arms up, lifting the forehead to reach forward, reaching forward, flexing those feet, trying to hold on to that C curve, activating our center, and rolling back down. Everyone here has different arms, different approaches, reaching out, finding our C curve, flexing the feet, allowing also for a bit of a stretch here in the legs, and extending and rolling back down. Trying to keep it as controlled as possible. You know it's very difficult. Here as well, trying to keep those hip flexors as relaxed as possible as you come up. And we do it one last time here, controlling down. And one last time here, trying to keep those hip flexors. Oh, it's always difficult here, more from the core. Reaching forward and extending. Then we open the legs just a bit here, bit of a stretch. We're going to have flexed feet here and just reaching the arms forward, focusing more on a C curve, then stretching forward and extending back up. And again, sitting nice on those hip bones, stretching forward. And up. And last time, stretching forward. Really trying to get that nice deep C curve. And up. From here, closing the legs, bending them, rolling back down. I'm going to start with a bit of activation on the bottom side of our legs, more the hamstrings and buttocks. So from here, we first have the arms down. If it's too hard, you can always bring the heels closer to your sits bones. Farther away is going to make it more difficult. I find a nice middle part. From here, just lifting the glutes, finding that first bridge, and going down. We're going to do that 5 more times. Lifting up. From here, we're really focusing on activating the underside, holding and down. 4 more times. Up, holding and down, and up, holding and down, and up, holding and down. And last time, up, holding and down. This time we're going to go up. We're going to lift our right leg, trying to keep those hips as high as possible without bringing it into your lower back. We're going to lower the leg down. 1 and up and 2. Up, trying to keep the hips up. 3, up. Stabilizing that leg. 4, up. 5, up. And 6 is our last one. Up. Going to bring it down. Reaching the arms up. We're going to lift the hips up 6 times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Bring that leg down. Going back to the floor. Switching legs. Arms first down. Leg reaching up. First coming up, reaching the leg up, and 6 times lowering. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 reaching the arms up 6 times. 1. If it's ever too hard for you, you can put your arms down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bring that leg down and arms down. From here, extending the legs, bringing the arms to a T, reaching our right leg up. We just do leg circles. You can do them big or small, depending on your range of motion here. 3. I'm going to do 6 again. 4, 5, and 6. Other direction going in. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5. Remember to breathe. 6. And bring the leg down, switching to the other side. Going out first. 1. Trying to keep the movement in the hip, and everything else is silent. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Other direction. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Bringing that in. Bringing the head back up. Extending that leg off the floor a bit. Stretching that other leg, and we reach it. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, doing 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Going back down to the floor, rolling onto one side, coming on to our hands and knees. From here, first just activate our shoulder girdle. So we first just drop into those shoulders and then pressing back up, really feeling how the scapula go in and out. Dropping in and pushing against the floor. Pressing those palms of the hands into the floor, and again, down, pressing out, down, pressing out, down, pressing out, feeling the core engaged, that same zipping up. Last time, down, pressing out. So we really want to maintain this position, feeling pressing out of the floor and feeling that zip up through the core. From here, we switch and we just extend our one leg back. I'm extending my right leg back. You can do the left, which means the right first. Extending it. And we first just bring it in and out. In and out. In and out. 6. And we have 5. And 6. From here, we just bring it to the side, side, and back, and side, and back. Feeling those obliques activating. 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. And getting the leg, going to the other side, extending it out, pushing against the floor, making sure not dipping into the back. Everything here is staying nice and activated. And we go in. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Going to the side. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, From here, I'm just going to switch sides to go towards the front so you can see it. From here, we come back to the center, feet are flat. And we're going to lift our right leg up in a hydrant position, side bend, and at the same time, our left arm. And here we try to stay in the middle as we're doing it, not shifting to the sides, as well as really keeping stabilized in our core, trying to keep the hips as flat as possible. And we reach out. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other side, gently putting it down, switching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pressing it down. From here, we just start opening the hips, finding a nice circle, bringing that leg back, opening to the side, and bringing it back down. And again, reaching, keeping that core activated, pushing against the floor, and down. And 3, and 4, remembering to breathe, and 5, finding our full range of motion here, opening the hips, 6, other direction, opening, and back, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, other direction, opening to the side, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Reaching back, heel reaching towards the ceiling, and side down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So from here, going back to our center position, here just flexing the feet now, going on the balls of the feet. We're going to stretch those toes. We're just going to push back and reach forward. Always reaching forward with the head, pushing back and reaching, pushing back. Also feeling that nice deep hip bend here. Pushing back, reaching forward, pushing back, reaching forward. Last time, pushing back and reaching forward. From here, I'm going to push back into those heels. We're going to walk the hands back, bending the legs, rolling up. We're going to roll down with the head, guiding to the floor, gently bending the knees, and walking out. Our shoulders should now be nice and stable from holding our weight on the hands and knees. And walking back, deep, and up. And rolling back down. And walking out. And again, walking back. And rolling up. Rolling back down. Walking the hands out. Good, do it one more time. Reaching back, those heels. Rolling up. And rolling back down. Walking the hands out. From here, we open up to our side, bending the legs, pushing the weight more into the hand and the feet, finding a little curve here, reaching out to the side, and then we're going to tuck through, hand reaches to our left foot, going to extend that arm, putting our hand down, pushing those heels
back to the floor. Again, we're going to reach out, opening to the side, bending the legs, finding a little curve here. Reach, reach, reach. Left hand to right foot, reaching forward, placing the hand back down, pressing the heels into the floor, and again, reaching forward, opening to the side, bending the legs, reaching, finding a curve here, reaching hand to foot, pressing out, stabilizing that shoulder, down, reaching back again, reaching forward, opening, pressing down, finding a nice curve, 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 reaching back, stabilizing that shoulder, down. 2 more times, reaching those heels down, and forward, opening to the side, and bending, finding that C curve, reaching, hand to foot, stabilizing, bringing down, heels pushing down, and last time, stabilize, rotate, pushing, finding that curve, reaching behind us, setting down, and reaching back from here, just walking through those feet. And pressing the heels down, bending the leg, and we're going to take a side position.
Going onto our side, stacking the hips on top of each other, having the elbows again to the side, hands behind the head, core is again activated. We're going to have our leg turned in now. You can choose to have your leg bent or straight. Straight becomes or creates more instability. I'm going to keep my leg bent so that I can really focus on activating the side back part of the glutes. So from here, we're thinking heel up towards the ceiling. We go up 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 8 times, 6, 7, 8. Really making sure that movement, putting it forward, is coming from back here. And 1. Hips stay stacked on top of each other. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We bring it back. We do 8 circles starting back. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and reversing direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to repeat that. 1, 2. Maybe you're starting to feel the burn here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm starting to shake. 8, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time, reverse direction. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
and 8. Nice. And from here, just bending that leg, finding nice 90-90 position here. Front leg is at 90, back leg is at 90. Reaching to the side. And then reversing, reaching to the other side. And one more time, reaching. And reaching to the other direction. And switching legs. So maybe you feel it a bit here, already on this side. Changing. Again, finding our elbows, stabilizing the center, turning on that leg, hips stay stacked on top of each other. Watch out that we don't bring our ribs forward. Everything is in a nice line, stacked, and here, activated. Heel reaching up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, reaching forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, keeping those hips stacked, 8, circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're gonna have to do it again. 1, 2, really activating here. 3, 4, 5, turning in that leg. 6, 7, 8, reaching forward with that heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, here activating. 5, 6, 7, 8, circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm shaking. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And finding again that 90-90, reaching to the side. And reaching to the other direction. And again, reaching. And reaching here, bringing in that hip for a bit of internal rotation in the hip socket. And okay, we're going to go back onto our hands. This time our hands in the balls of our feet. We're just going to focus on a bit of stabilization in the shoulder girdle. And we are going to go here into this position. So hips and knees are in line with each other. So weight is a bit more forward and sitting back into the heels. And from here, we're just going to gently lift the knees off the floor. We're going to bend one leg. We're going to lift it up, feeling a bit of a stretch, going back down, reaching that knee into our chin. And again, reaching up and down, knee to chin, and reaching up and down, knee to chin, and up, down, knee to chin, One more time on this side, up, down, knee to chin. And other side, bending that leg, reaching out, feeling a bit of stretch here, and down, knee to chin, and up, down, and knee to chin, and up, down, pushing against the floor, knee to chin, and two more times, up, down, knee to chin, last time, up, down, knee to chin, and settling it down, taking a stretch back. One last time, walking through those feet. And pushing the heels down. You can gently bend the knees or walk the hands to the feet. Taking a little stretch here, allowing the neck to relax down. From here, slightly bending the knees, bringing the hips down and rolling up as we go vertebrae through vertebrae.